Just started. Okay, in our last class, what we discussed about what was the what you called. What does the script include purpose and how to write a script include and how we can call that script include from a client script and we have seen from that one and from that client script what we have to do is we can check whether that validation is taking or not and I hope we have set it and you guys has practiced or you guys saw the video for the last class. I believe you don't have any questions. You have any questions, Rutik, for yesterday topic? Okay,
No, Karthik.
fine. So if you don't have questions, I will go to the one. So in our last classes, we have discussed about the business rules, which is we have discussed about there are four types of business rules, and so we have discussed about there are four types of business. First one is the before business rule, and second one is the after. Third one is the display. Fourth one is the async. So for these business rules, I believe we have already discussed before business rule is nothing but what was the I'm so sorry. So what was the business rule? So before business rule, what we will discuss about in the before business rule. Uh, okay, before business rule, what will it will execute before the saving the record. Before I think we have already discussed saving or update record, and after business rule, after saving record or update saving or update and display business rule. Yes, the purpose of the display business rule is to automatically installed object. That means
Karthik, hello. Karthik,
that means hello.
Karthik, I am unable to see your screen. Maybe
Oh
if
my
you are
god,
not
I didn't
sharing
share
your.
a screen. I'm so sorry. I didn't oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't share the screen. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, Karthik.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So what happened? We have written the business rule, before business rule, after business rule, display business rule, and async business rule. So what happened? Before business rule is nothing but what are the script will execute before the saving or update a record it will execute. And after business rule will execute after the saving or update the record. And display business rule will execute when if you want to display something, it will execute the same here. So that means if you want to display the record or something, it will execute. Displays the record and like async business rule. If you want to execute the script after certain time. So before saving or update record, it will go ahead. After saving or update record, and display record will use the display record. If you want to execute the script after certain time, it will execute it. So for this one, we have already written what you call service request. So for this one, I think we have already written there some scripts. We will show you how it will work. For the writing, what is the object? Will we use it in the business rule? How you can decide it will execute in the server side? Sorry.
Current and previous.
Yep. Current and previous is the objects in that one. See, if you want to, I will write. We will write a async fields in the incident form. I'm just going to write a one field. What happened in the incident form? I will write a one. What you called? Okay. So I'm just creating one checkbox here, test to get something right. Okay, I'm just making create one called auto close. So I'm just created one field checkbox. So what happened is if you in the checkbox, see what we have written. We want to update this one after that certain time. So what happened? I'll just write. We will write a one more script here. This auto closer we want to update after 1 minute to make it as a true. So the same thing we will write it. So I'm just going to here business rule, and here we can go to new. So I'm just making auto closer true. So async update. I'm just making an action and advanced. Okay. So I'm just making when state changes to state changes to result. After that one, we need to mark it as that one. So after 10 minutes, so what happened here? We can use gs dot sleep. Gs dot sleep is nothing but if you order to enter here, it will take as a second, and after that, current dot u underscore auto closer equal to true. That means current dot u underscore auto closer to. That means we are making auto closer to 2, and after that, so we want to update it. We can use the current dot update. The same thing we have written here. Current dot update. If I am going to save this one, let's see what we will do. Now, what happened is I'm just going to open an incident. So it is in progress. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change it, and we are just closing this incident. So if I save this one, and we can wait for around 60 seconds. Let's see how it will work. That means it has to. So let's see. See how this auto closer is changed it. After certain time, it was automatically changed it, right? You got it or any confusion? See, after certain time, it has been changed right from the auto closer. So see, if you want to one, we can do it again. So I'm just going to the one more incident, and this is the one. So now what I'm going to do is again resolve and test. If I save this one, let's see what it will do. Let's see. Since we are given 60 seconds, it will automatically go there. So I believe you got it or still any confusion.
Got it, got it.
Got it right? Okay. Now the next step was that we have to. I believe you got it, and okay. The next step was we need to write a. You got it, or how to write a display business. Sorry, this async business rule. The next step was we need to write writing a one more business rule. If the caller was which is a what I call it. One minute. So in the caller ID, if the caller was VIP, we need to highlight something. So then we can use the display business should as well as that client script will execute. Let's see how it will work it. Oh my God. See, here there is no VIP. Okay, let's wait. So now what happened is, if I am going to VIP user, we need to display something. So for example, if this user is VIP, because VIP users is very big, we need to display the something. Okay, I'm just making VIP and saving this. Okay. Now what happened? I'm just going to insert form. If the user has select, if that is color is selected, okay. If the user is, oh my God, this is see. If the VIP is there, it was showing something, right? If you want to change this text to color to red, we can use that business tool for this one. Oh my God. Okay. I'm just making this one as a what do you call it? Oh my God. It's not it. So, yeah. Okay. I think again it is not yet saved. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. Now what happened? I will write a one script, client script, and from that client script, I will fetch that one. We will use it. How to we can use the client script and this one. I'm just writing on change client script on here. So, client script. See here we have got a highlight VIP color. We have already used that client script, and we got it's already there. Okay. Let's see what are the business tool we have. Okay, what happened is we have highlighted, right? Now what I am going to do is so what we will use from here, we will define one more variable. From that variable we can define the same thing. I think they have already written there, so we no need to return. I think we can ignore this one. Okay. And we have one more business tool called whenever we are writing a business tool, I'll tell you. For example, if you have login as a user and you want to see particular records only. For example, if you don't have access to the incident table, okay, I'm just impersonated one user. Let's see, non-ideal user, Bernard Leboy, for example. So he has the incident. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove his access here, and let's see how it will go there. Bernard Leboy. So this Bernard Leboy, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove his access, remove his roles. I'm just removing from all the groups. Let's see what was the screens visible. So now what happened? Now this guy, oh my God, this still is the rules is there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to. So right now this guy doesn't have any roles. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just impersonating as him, Bernard Leboy. Oh my God, I'm sorry. We have another script was there, it was running there. Let me check. Okay, I'm just removing his guy. 1 minute, I will. Okay, still this guy is there. Okay, I'm just logging out this from user. Okay. Now what happened is, mm, 1 minute. One minute, I think we have login page, we have written define on property here. Okay, forget about that one. So what happened is if the user has any doesn't have any ITL role, and for example, I'm just going to this Bernard Leboy, will give only some only one specific role, which is a role called report role. For example, if I give something report user, for example, it's a simple role. Now let's see what other modules will be visible, and I'm just impersonating as him, Bernard Leboy. So here we have and incident module. See, for example, he doesn't have any incident, so he doesn't have any incident roles to access it. But when you see here, if you want to see, for example, you submit an incident, oh my god, he doesn't have any permission for this create an incident. Okay, so if any incident is assigned to him, for example, we have a business tool called query business tool. Um, okay, we have business query business tool, right? In that query business tool, what happened if you want to display the user to some specific thing? So I'm just we have already have a out of the box query business tool. mm, just going to here. 1 minute, I don't know what is that mean. Vendor and you have queries to yes. So now see query is true. What happened is if I want to this here in the query business tool, what we have written is in the query business tool we have written here if the user has this role, we want to display what are the incidents were caller ID and opened by, and what are the incidents has been assigned to user. So right now it is not showing in assigned to incident. If you want to add any assigned to user, I'm just adding one more query here, assigned to field. So if the incident, what happened? So here what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add here replace the incident, and I'm just saving this one. Here what happened is in the add query what we have written the query business, if the user has logged in queried it ideal user. Okay, what happened is so then what happened user has to, if the user in the caller ID it will display, and open by it will display and assign to tickets also will display. Now what I am going to do is I'm just going to it. I'm just adding this to oh my god, he doesn't do part of any role, right? Bernard Leboy. Okay. So what I am going to do is I will add in this group. Uh, okay, Bernard Leboy I will add in this group. So I have added him in group, and when I go back, so I'm just opening this incident. So here what I'm going to do is I'm just adding this to the Bernard Leboy. Now I'm just impersonating it as a him. Let's see whether this record is visible to him or not. Bernard Leboy. See, I think it was opened by. Okay, if there is no incident is not assigned to him, so it will not do it. I'm just adding to create an incident here. So what are the incident? If you open is my incident, it will display opened by him and active is true. It is showing on, but it is not showing as a assigned to by him. Assigned to him. Let's see how we can. I think that script is not working again. No, I think there is one more business rule running. Query is to in the incident. What I am going to do is, I think here we have already defined one more business rule, so it was not executing. Oh my god. Okay. What I am going to do is I am just going to disable this business rule. Now let's see and go to impersonate as a Bernard Leboy. Let's see how it will work. 1 minute. I think the incident is not yet assigned to him. No, I think we need to check that script again. I think here what we have defined is we have defined a different thing. Oh my God! See, we have written add or condition. We instead of that we have is add query. So I'm sorry, we have defined it as a wrong thing. Now I think let's impersonate as him. Let's see. What happened? Still, this query is not yet completed. But still, it is not executing. Okay, I think why it is not executing. File name. Okay, or else we can write a one dynamic query and encode query. Let's see. Send to his dynamic or coverage dynamic or oh my god, and open is dynamic. So if I just copy this query and if I write here current dot I'm just encoding this one. So current dot encode add encode query. If I do this, let's see how it will work. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to filter how many records with this name of username. Assigned to is Bernard Leboy. Bernard Leboy and caller is also Bernard Leboy. So total there are three incidents for him, and if I want to insert impersonate to him, I think this has to do it. I'm just impersonating to Bernard Leboy. Let's see how it will work. See, it was showing us only one series wipe and we got it the issue. This is the right. Here we have written right this script if blue. Because of this one, it was executing. Now I'm just showing this one. Let's impersonate him. Let's see how it will do it. Okay, I think we have written the something wrong. Okay, I'm just writing where query equal to. I'm just writing a query here. So this encoded query I'm just making here. Better current dot add encode query. I'm just adding this one. Let's see how it will work. So now let's see how if we I think this is the last chance we can check it. I think some ACL is restricting this one, but if you write the something, it will display the user to that one. Maybe there is a one thing some ACL is restricting here. Not okay. But the query business tool, we can write the same thing. I think you got it. How to write it? You just try it in your instance and let me know if you have any issues. Okay? You got it or any confusion? Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, you got it or any
I
confusion for
think
this?
I think
Uh, let's see. There is out of the box script was there. Just you can try to modify it when as per the some condition. Let's see check it because I don't know because my instance there is a lot of scripts for there in this instance. Maybe it's not a fresh instance. It was not working fine. So just try to answer. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay.